Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. I won't be showing too much of Jenny, certainly in the winter. She's inside at the moment. It's not very nice. It's a nice day today, just one or two things to get on with whilst it's nice. So always short of time. We've had our granddaughter here for the last couple of weeks. The wife's been ill, so I've been feeling a bit guilty that I want to come out here and do some work. So I've been doing it in the evening when they've gone to bed. But I do have to get on with one thing today in daylight. Need to paint the exhaust with some heat paint and sand it down a bit and get on with that. Other than that, bit of a shout out time again, as I mentioned. Granada this week. Sean from Wales, who's obviously in the HTV area, he told me again that he used to have to pick up Granada. Basically, he's in North Wales, across the estuary, so he used to be able to watch Granada as well. So another shout out to Sean. A couple of friends of mine, Sue and Wayne, live in Bolton. They haven't actually, they haven't commented on the video, but she's in the Granada area at the moment. She's from my way down here at Thames and done the weekend. And also from the week before, Tyne Tees, Chris, who sold me the NU50, the Honda. He still watches my videos, but he was about a week behind. So he came from Sunderland. So a shout out to Chris, who sold me the NU50 Honda. So Granada this week, and so I think what should we do next week? Should we go down to Thames Television down in the London area, southeast-ish? So that's my area. So anyone in the Thames area, please comment and you get a mention next week. Granada, what are they famous for? Well, what's the main one? Coronation Street. Used to like watching Crown Court. That was a good one in the week, although it was always one. It was on for 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think, and for some reason I always missed the Thursday I was working or whatever, and so that was never used to see the actual climax of that one, the verdict. Other things, Sherlock Holmes, they've done many things. So next week, Thames Television area. If you're down in the Thames area, either were or now, please leave in the comments, get a shout out next week. Anyway, back to the Piaggio Ciao. Probably 2 more episodes left now. I've been doing a little bit of say in the evening. Need to put some heat resistant paint on the exhaust, let that dry, and then hopefully tonight, if I get a chance, we'll get that on. I'm still connecting a few bits and pieces up, tinkering on, and then the following week we'll restore the saddle, which will be like the icing on the cake, and try go for a start. So let's go on and in the daylight get on and just, I won't go on too much with it, but we'll go and paint this exhaust. Right, before we start the exhaust, I've carried on in here, connected a few more cables up. The throttle cable is now adjusted. This is the choke thing that does work when you go to full throttle. The carburetor cleaned out, wasn't too bad at all. Just used carburetor cleaner on that. This is back, which is a protector for the high HT lead that clips on there, and the cables go over the top of that. All I've still got to do is connect up the cable somewhere to for the back light. So all the cables are routed. Still got to connect them up. Oh, I've just done that one, that's all. Still got the back cable to do. Few bits and pieces, but I've been tinkering on at night. It's been quite relaxing once everyone's gone to bed. So let's get on and do this exhaust pipe. Right, I'm not going to bore you once again too much of this. You know what sanding down looks like, so I'm just going to use the spinning wire brush and just gently go over it, and then we can give it a paint. Right, as I say, I'll carry on doing that. You don't want to watch all that for 20 minutes. So I'll come back to you once that's all sanded down. Well, just in case you were interested where Jenny is, she's got in Studio 2, the mini moped museum. So there she is. She has come out. It's a nice day. Generally, at the moment, though, she stays in, but she does like to lay on that mat there. Right, all sanded down now. The actual muffler part is actually okay. There was quite a bit of pitting on the actual pipe itself, which I went over with a flat wheel eventually, so I've got most of it out. I didn't want to go too deep, otherwise we have to get another one, but they're not that expensive. I didn't do this side, I just leave a little bit of metal on there, but there's no holes, lucky enough. They're about £36 if I wanted a new one, but I'm trying to keep it original if I can for now. So that's it's gone over with some panel wipe so we can get on with some of this high coat extreme heat black. So let's give this a go. Okay, well that'll do for one coat. I'll give it a little bit of assisted drying in a minute with the heat gun, which will bake it a little bit. 2 or 3, well, a couple more coats, and then that should be all right. Let that dry. All being well, if I can get out tonight, we'll try and get that on tonight. Right, back in the evening now. Just briefly, the wife wants to go and shower, so I haven't got long. But it's come out very nice actually, the exhaust. What I did in the end was I put a coat on and I used the heat gun over it, dry it quickly, put another coat on, dry it, and it's now gone from a sort of grey to that nice black colour, so I'm actually quite pleased with that. One thing I did try was the, if you remember, I bought a new cover to go over the engine at the end, which was this one. And I thought, well, why doesn't it fit? Well, actually, looking at the old one, it's completely different. This is obviously for a later model, and there was no room for the choke lever, so unfortunately I'm going to have to stick with the original. I have painted it up. It's not as nice as this one, but never mind. It's just a shame, but never mind, we'll have to use that. So just quickly get the exhaust on and I'll go in and she can have a shower. And excuse the noise in the background, that's the heater going, the diesel heater. It's freezing out here at the moment. So it just slides over, this one clamps on up here, and then we've just got this bolt which I think just goes behind there with a captive nut and through this hole here. So I'm just going to slide that one on there, if it will still somehow. Okay. The torch has just run out of battery. Never mind, bear with me a minute, I'm going to put another battery on this torch. Right, that's a bit better. So let's see if this will wiggle on here again. How's this go here? Under there. Right. Isn't it good, isn't it? Whenever you're on camera, it don't work. I'm going to get this over here, over this stud that comes out, and then we get hopefully around to get this bolt tightened up here. So bear with me 1 minute. Yeah, it's amazing, it never works on camera. So hopefully this will be all right. This is just, I say, this bolt goes through here into a captive nut. Okay, which is 13mm, so just give that a quick tighten. Okay, And I'll tighten this one up, this clamp on here. All I need to do is now just connect the front brake cable up here, and that side's done. And then I'll get this turned around tomorrow evening once the wife's out of the way. We get the clutch on and the variator and the rear brake cable again, and that's pretty much it until we get the saddle done, and we go for a start up next week with the saddle. So anyway, we come back tomorrow. I'll have it turned around and we get on with the other side. Right, back for the next night now. It's taking me a little bit of time to get this clutch and that prepared. Whilst I'm here, I've topped up the gearbox oil in this hub. The brake is now connected. I just need to loosen it off a little bit, just a little bit stiff. Yeah, almost, but just a little bit more. But I can't get that loosened off anymore. But I'll have to maybe adjust this. But that's the new bolt that came from Denmark. So that's done. The clutch, I had one little thing I noticed inside. I've cleaned it all up and polished it inside. As you can see, there's a couple of springs each side. When I opened it up, I noticed there was only one spring and the other one had come loose in there, so that's now connected. So we can try and get and I tried to polish them up a little bit, and we can try and get this belt on now, so that can just go back round that pulley which I've polished, so that can go back on there. It is all nice and smooth. I did test it, it's lovely. So that can go up there. Once it gets into that, let's try again, into there. Okay, right, so that's on, and this bit's all, as I say, it's all cleaned up as well. Get those springs fixed, and I polished up the drum bit. So now I might have to use a torch a bit here. In there we've got a if we can turn it a bit, we've got a woodruff key to go in there. Goes into there. Hopefully this will slide on. Yeah, okay, so where are we now? That can go on there, and then that one. And I shall tighten all that up in a minute. Up the other end now. Bear with me, I'll move the camera. And this is the sort of variator, and I thought there'd be rollers in there, but there isn't. It's a fixed one. I think it's the back that does all the work. So this one we can try and get on. Put that in there. Then we need to try and feed this round into there, which of course is easier said than done. Nearly there. No, it's got to pull into the clutch. I think I'm going to have trouble here doing this on camera again. So I'll try and get this belt squeezed down, and we'll get this on. Well, finally got that on. Just had to use a lever just to pull that clutch apart, the pulley, so that I was able to slip down. I was able just about to get that up, so that's all on nicely now. So I've got that bolt to tighten up on the clutch, this one on the variator, but there's a wash behind, and I'm not too sure if that's supposed to be there, so I need to double check. So I will tighten these up, but I just want to double check on that one first. So that'll be this side done. Right, okay, well, that's it for another week. I will just double check on those bolts. I said I don't want to put it all back and then find that it shouldn't be there, it should be behind or something. I don't remember, but it does go with it. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go through, check a few parts, sort that brake out again, tighten those up once I know it's okay. Next week we can go for a start. We've still got this saddle to do. I'm going to try and do that next week as well with you. Then we go for a start. I'll make sure everything's tight and brakes are done and everything. And eventually, all being well, no leaks or anything, we can get these final panels back on with the saddle, which will just about finish it off. We've I've actually got another project coming this way next week. I've got to pick it up, but I'll leave that for for another week or so until we've got this up and running. But that will be for sort of January onwards, I suppose. Anyway, once again, next week, Thames Television. Anyone in the Thames Television area, please give me a shout, and I'll call you out next week. So until then, you take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.